Everybody, how you doing? Today we are taking a look at the Nearpow ST011 indoor plug dimmer with 2 plugs. So this is basically a not really smart plug. So we have smart plugs. You can control them with your voice, control them with an app, whatever. This is a different take on that. This is basically a remote controlled 2-plug timer with dimming function and a really cool old school remote control. Is it for you? Is it for somebody you know? Who knows? Let's take a look at the products. And we'll start off with a little unboxing here. Today's product was provided by the brand free of charge for review. However, the opinions expressed are my own. They did not pay me to say anything, nor did they review or approve this video before it was published. A little paperwork. Have the plug itself. It's got a grounded outlet on each side. Take this little guy off. Little plug protector. Make sure everything is pristine when you get it. And it does have a delightful little remote control. How adorable is that? It's big and chunky, kind of big hunk of plastic. It'll work though. So let's take a quick look at the paperwork. So we have the Nearpow indoor dimmer plug. Now keep in mind, Nearpow makes different versions of this type of product. This particular one I'm reviewing today is for lamps. It's for lights. This is not for appliances. It's got a dimming function, so you have to plug in a lamp. Appliances don't do well when you dim them. So this is pretty self-explanatory. This is unlike a traditional smart plug that requires an app and a login and all that. This is very simple. So the instructions, we don't really even need to read them. I'm going to read this though. Stop. Do not return the product. There are good days and there are bad days. It's our fault if this product is not working or if you are not happy. Please give us a chance and we will make it right. And then there's a little email address for the company. How nice. It seems to me they do not want you to return it, but at least they're giving you a nice email if you have a question about the product. This is so dead simple how this works. It's actually pretty wacky. I like it. We'll get all into that. Product introduction, Nearpow Indoor Dimmer Plug revolutionizing home lighting control. Adjust brightness to perfection, schedule lights with up to 99 hours and 59 minutes countdown, all displayed on a large screen. Plus, enjoy the convenience of a 100 feet remote control. Elevate your ambience effortlessly with our cutting-edge dimmer plug. Wow, I feel so warm and fuzzy now having read that. Let's get into this product. Good paperwork. All the information's there. It tells you what every button does. Every single button. But I'm going to bet that you're not going to need to read this because this thing is so simple. I have already installed 2 AAA batteries beneath this door right here. Unfortunately, the batteries are not included with this product. I have my simulated electrical socket that I'm going to use for the demonstration today. Let's go ahead and just plug him right in there. Then we need some lamps. I have some dimmable LED bulbs. This will work with up to 150 watts total LED or compact fluorescent. Please, if you have compact fluorescent lights, recycle them, replace them with LED lights. They are much better. The light quality is better. Compact fluorescent lights, I don't even know if you can dim those. That's a very, very old technology, just like this kind is. And if you're using incandescent bulbs, please get some LED bulbs. They're better for your electric bill. They're better for your pocket. They're better for the environment. Dimmable LEDs. I like these kind of LED bulbs that have the have counted the little filaments there that are clear. That's just my style. I think those are cool. So we will go ahead and turn the unit on. Oh, that's bright. Let's dim that down a little bit. Wait a minute, I'll have to do all that. I can just use my handy-dandy remote control here. 25%. There we go. That's more suitable for the camera. So, let's take a look at the remote control. It could not be simpler. Off. On. There are 4 pre-programmed brightness levels, 25, 50, 75, and 100%. So let's get it 50%. There's also a plus and minus button here. Would you believe there is another setting between 50 and 25? We just go down one. There's 25. So you've got 25. The one in between 25 and 50, we'll call that 37.5%. And then 50% on up, 75%. Plus again, 100. Wow, that's bright. All right, let's take it back down. So, different options for brightness. I like that there's 4 direct buttons there that you can select brightness. And then you can also go in between. That's one of the quirky things about it. Why do there have to be plus and minus buttons for the brightness and dimming? Why couldn't they have just put an extra brightness? Well, I mean, that's great. So there you go. Now, this is a RF remote. You can tell there's no little LEDs there. So there's 2 kinds of remotes, which you may already know. There's infrared remotes and there's RF remotes. So this uses a radio frequency, UHF, to be more specific. The nice thing about that is it's not line of sight. So I can cover the top of this up. It still works. I can go in the other room. I don't have to point it. I hit the camera. Sorry. I don't have to point this at the device to be able to control it. I can leisurely sit back on the sofa and be like, 75%. Yeah. There's also a timer function. Let's turn that down a little bit. So the timer function is super quirky. Let me turn it off, and we're going to start back at the beginning. So I'm going to turn it on with the remote, dim it down a little bit. Looks a little better in the camera like that. So I have 1 minute, 5 minute, 15 minute, 30 minute, 60 minute, 90 minute. They add together. Can you believe it? So let's say I just got home from work. I turn on my light. I turn on my light. I want my light to turn off in 5 hours and 32 minutes. All right, let's see. Well, 60 minutes. What did I say? 5 hours and 32 minutes? Well, there's a 30-minute button. There we go. And there we go. 1, 2. 5 hours and 32 minutes. I hope that's what I said. Each one of these buttons moves up the timer by that amount. So we can just go, and there's a 60-minute button and a 90-minute button. It's it's insanity the way that they did this. It's so precise. I'm going to turn it off and start over again. So if I want to go to 30 minutes, I can push the 30-minute button once. It clears every time you turn it off. I can push the 15-minute button twice. I can push the 5-minute button 6 times, and I will spare you, but I can also push the 1-minute button 30 times. Pretty cool. It's useful if you don't want to use a smart plug. Maybe you have a family member who's not tech savvy. We all have that family member who's not tech savvy. Think how many hours of time you will save not having to be on the phone with them, showing them how they need to use their Smart plug, hook it up. Oh, I need to download the app. It wants an email. What's the password? Oh my gosh, I have to have a special character. Well, I forgot the password. I can't turn my lamp off. Can you help me? This is simple. This is like technology from the 80s or 90s. I'm going to admit, I like it. I think it's pretty cool. Is it useful if you need to control a bunch of different lights? No, I don't know if you want to have a lineup of remote controls. Maybe you could get a label maker and you could put a little label on the top here that says, lamp over sofa or light lamp next to sofa. I don't know. This is just a one-off for one particular situation if you need just one. Cool. Well, I think it's a cool product. It has a place. Is it for you? Maybe, maybe not. Is it for me? Who knows? I mean, I kind of like it. Just unplug everything here. It does have, again, wattage ratings on the back, so pay attention to that. 150 watts of LED light is a lot of LED light, so I think you'll be good there. It's a cool little product. Doesn't cost a lot of money, and it serves a function. For that, I'll give it one thumb up and one kind of half a thumb up, because it does it in a weird way, which I kind of don't like, but I actually kind of do like. It's just weird. Anybody can have a smart plug and app control, but when your friends roll up to your house and you pull out this, now they know what they're dealing with. You've made it. Anyway, that is the Nearpow ST011 indoor plug dimmer with 2 plugs. I think it's kind of cool. The link is in the description for the product. Also, a link to their store if you want to look at their other options, because again, this is only for dimmable lights, not for a fan or any other kind of appliance. This is very limited in what it does, but what it does well. You don't need Wi-Fi. You don't have to pair the remote to this. There's no setup at all. You put 2 AAA batteries in this thing. You plug this into an outlet. You plug your light in here. So you have 2 lights. You plug that one in there, and you're good to go in like 2 minutes. So that makes it kind of cool. Anyway, if you enjoyed the video, it'd be great if you gave it a like. If you haven't yet subscribed, now's a great time to do exactly that. I've got a lot of cool videos on the way. And finally, thank you for watching. See you soon.